Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So, over the past couple of weeks, I've noticed that, especially on social media, a lot of people have been talking about how they don't feel like love is in the cards for them this lifetime, how they feel like, maybe it's just not meant for them to find real love. And I feel really bothered by that because I am a Pisces moon and I am also a hopeless romantic because I'm a Pisces moon. And I truly believe that everyone has a divine partner. Like, if you have the desire for a divine partner or a life partner, I feel like that person is out there for you. It's just all a matter of aligning with the energy so that the universe can bring that person into your life. So I decided to do this video, which is a pick a card reading about your divine partner. So basically in the reading, we'll be talking about who your divine partner is, like what their personality is like, and then what your relationship will be like, what they love most about you, and then also what is blocking you from manifesting them into your life. So I wanted to do this reading just to give you some type of hope or some type of encouragement because, like I said, I do really feel like everyone has a divine partner out there for them. And it just makes me sad that so many people are discouraged because of, these negative experiences that a lot of us have had with relationships. So yeah, hopefully after listening to this reading, it'll give you some hope. And also, I filmed extended videos for each of the piles as well. So if the reading resonates with you and you want more in-depth messages about how to manifest your divine partner, then you can go to my Patreon and the extended messages will be there for you. So the links to those will be in the description box as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into your reading. As always, just take a look at the screen and figure out which card or which picture is calling towards you the most, and that is the picture that your intuition is telling you to pick. And then go into the description box and the timestamps will be there, and there will be the messages about your divine partner. So yeah, let's go ahead and dive into the reading. And if you have to take a second to pause the video to choose your picture or your card, then go ahead and do that. Okay, group one, so let's go ahead and dive into your reading. So we're going to start with your divine partner's personality traits. So we have the Hierophant card here first, and then we have the Lover's card. So your divine partner is definitely somebody who is extremely loyal and extremely dedicated. It's like when they're in a relationship, that's it for them. They don't go out and flirt with other people. Like, you'll never have to worry about catching them, bringing a third party into your relationship. Like, they are very, very loyal, very, very committed. I also am seeing that there's someone who really believes in like traditional relationships. So they could be wanting to get married and wanting to have like that long-term, healthy, stable, solid marriage. So if you're someone who wants to get married, this person is going to be perfect for you because, like I said, they love the thought of like that traditional long-term relationship. You won't have to convince them to marry you and stay with you and commit to you. It's like they already set the intention of doing so. I also am seeing that this person is extremely wise. It looks like a lot of people come to this person for some type of guidance. I think I'm hearing that they've been through a lot in life and they've managed to overcome a lot of hardships. And that's why they have all of this knowledge and all of this wisdom where people feel comfortable asking them for help. And I think that includes you as well. It's like when you have an issue, you feel like you can go to them and get like very wise advice from them. So you look up to them in that way. But I'm hearing that it's vice versa as well because you are like mirroring each other in this reading. So I feel like they also value your opinion and they also value your advice. So the same way you go to them with your problems and ask them for guidance, they do the same for you. It's almost like you act as like a guru to each other, if that makes sense. So it's like you make a really good team in that aspect. I am also seeing that this person could be very spiritual, like they could have some sort of spiritual practices or spiritual beliefs that they're really invested in. And I do think that it will match with whatever your spiritual beliefs are. So whatever you believe in, I feel like they believe in a similar system or like a similar belief system, if that makes sense. I am also seeing that this person is very big on luxury, but it's like trying to figure out the best way to explain this. It doesn't feel like superficial or like shallow in any way. I just think that this person just really likes beauty and like nice things. Like they like their house to be nicely decorated. They like when you're on vacation, they like to be in a really nice, comfortable, like cozy hotel that's well decorated. You see what I'm saying? It's like they are a fan and an appreciator of art and beauty, but it's just not in a shallow way. It's not in a superficial way whatsoever. I really hope that makes sense. It's more of like a comfort type thing, like if they are going to buy like a high priced item, it'll be because of the fact that the item has a higher quality, not because they want to show it off. I am seeing that this person also is a foodie. I'm hearing foodie, so they like to go out to new restaurants. They like to like try new foods. They also could be a really good cook as well, so you might bond over that, the fact that you're both foodies. I'm definitely seeing that. I can definitely see you both going out and trying out new foods at different restaurants. But yeah, this person also feels like to me that they are just a hopeless romantic, very affectionate. They love to cuddle, like they're just very lovey-dovey, very affectionate. I am also seeing here that they're the type of person who's very big on gift giving, and they're very big on like holidays, birthdays, and things like that. So on your birthday or on holidays, you can expect like a big show from them. What Spirit is showing me is like Kanye, and I know Kanye in the media, the whole thing with Kim Kardashian, it maybe doesn't sound as good to you, but just think about the way that he gives gifts, like the extravagant ways that he gives gifts. Like when he hired that whole orchestra to come and like play the violin in Kim's house for Mother's Day, he had all the roses everywhere. It's like that is what I'm seeing. On social media, when you see those couples who, like I said, like during Valentine's Day, they'll have like the roses and the balloons and like there's this big show. I see that this person is like that. Like they're genuinely like that. This is not something that you would even have to ask for. This is not something you would have to force. And this is not something that they do just for show. Like, some people can be really extravagant with their gifts, but it's just for show. They're not really meeting your emotional needs outside of the gift giving. But for them, it's like, it's not just a show. This is just who they genuinely are. They genuinely are a hopeless romantic like this, and they really enjoy doing these things for you. So it's a very beautiful energy. And like I said, there's another message coming through about stability. This person is very, very big on stability. So you will be together for the rest of your lives is what I'm seeing here. Like I'm hearing it's written in stone. I am also seeing something about innocence and purity. So it just feels like there's a certain innocence to your relationship. You know how all relationships sort of start out innocent, and then over time certain things take place that kind of kill the innocence of the relationship. I feel like the innocence of your relationship remains. Like I don't feel like there's anything that's going to happen that kills the innocence. I don't feel like there's going to be like a betrayal of trust or anything like that. Like, yes, there probably will be, things that you have to overcome with each other, but I don't think it's going to be things that make you feel violated and disrespected to the point where that innocence is gone. Like there's an innocence to this person, and I feel like it carries over into your relationship for sure. So they definitely have the best intentions with, whatever they go into, and that includes your relationship. So moving on to what the relationship is like, we have the Four of Wands and we have the Wealthy Man card. So with the Four of Wands being here, again, there's this message coming through about celebrations and about like holidays, birthdays, and things like that. They're very, very big on those things. So I can see you guys like hosting holidays at your house, like all your family comes over to your house, everything's nicely decorated. Like they're very big on that is what I'm seeing. But also, this Four of Wands could just talk about balance. Like you have like a very balanced home life. Your home is very peaceful. What Spirit is showing me is something that I heard a woman say on YouTube. She was saying that before she buys a house, she asks first, okay, who lived in this house previously? Because she only wants to buy a house, or she only wants to live in a house where there was a happy family in it previous, because she feels like energy in a home lingers. So if it was like a dysfunctional, toxic environment with the last family that lived in it, she doesn't want to live in it, So for you, what I'm seeing here is that she would have loved to live in a home after you and your divine partner, because the energy in your house is so good. It's just so positive, very high vibrations, very peaceful is what I'm seeing. Like I don't see any type of toxicity, any dysfunction. Like the energy is just very balanced and very peaceful and high vibrational. So if you came from an environment that was like chaotic, like maybe you grew up in a very chaotic environment, or maybe you grew up in a very loveless environment, your home with your divine partner is going to be the complete opposite of that. There's a lot of love and there's a lot of peace is what I'm seeing. With the wealthy man card being here in the reverse, again, this is just reiterating what I said before, that your partner is not someone who is trying to show off. Like I see you living a lavish life with each other, but it's not a superficial thing. It's not like I'm trying to show off, I'm trying to be materialistic. No, it's all about the comfort. Like that just keeps on wanting to come through. I'm gonna pull one more for that. It's one of those things where I feel like your partner could be financially well off, like they could have money, but it's not like someone who is materialistic. I know I keep repeating that, but that just keeps on coming through. It's not someone who's superficial with their money, even though they have it. They like to use their money for comfort and for experiences, like new experiences with each other. And they're a very humble person as well, is what I'm hearing. Pull one more. Okay, I'm also seeing that there's a protective energy when it comes to your relationship. There's a protective energy anyway, because this is a divine partnership. So, the universe is already protecting you guys together, but then also your divine partner is also very protective. I feel like there could be people who could be kind of envious of your relationship, and this is not to scare you or anything, but this is just the reality of things. People get envious of this type of love. I even watched a psychic reading about, Sierra, the singer, and Russell Wilson, her husband, and they have like this really high vibrational marriage. I was watching a reading about their relationship, and the reader was saying that there are women who purposely tries to sleep with Russell Wilson because they love the idea that they could break up that home. You see what I'm saying? So it happens to divine partners all the time, people trying to interfere, but it's just not going to work. It's like the universe is protecting your relationship, but then your partner is also very protective as well, and sets very strong boundaries so that nothing like that can ever happen and nobody can ever cross the line. So yeah, they're very protective over you, and I feel like it's vice versa. You're protective of them you're protective of them overall as well, I mean. And I just feel like this relationship is like a safe space. It's like a safe space for you both, is what I'm seeing. And I'm hearing that you and them could have really experienced the opposite of this throughout life. And so you're finally able to feel what it's like to have a safe space for you with somebody who genuinely loves you. So it's definitely beautiful energy. So the next two cards are what they love about you. We have the Devil card and we have the Main Male card. Okay, so I am hearing that they are very, very physically attracted to you. So there could be a lot of like PDA, which is public displays of affection. What's coming to mind is Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker, how they're always like hugging and kissing in public, and everybody's like, oh my God, get a room. It's like that with you guys. I'm feeling like they're really, really physically attracted to you. They're attracted to you obviously emotionally and spiritually as well, but it's emphasis on the physical attraction coming through here as well. So it's just like very affectionate, very touchy with each other. I am also seeing here that what they like about you as well is your drive, because the Devil card is the Capricorn card. So I'm seeing that you may be someone who is like hardworking, or like when you put your mind to something, like you really stay disciplined about it. And this doesn't even have to be just your career. I just feel like in any area of your life, they just love how driven you are and how much you are willing to put in the work to see the results. And again, this doesn't have to be career. This could be anything. This could be like, you decide that you want to start going to the gym, and you are very consistent and very disciplined in doing so. And even when you are not as disciplined as you should be, you keep on trying anyway. Like you keep getting back up and trying to be consistent, at least, you see. So they definitely like this about you. They find this trait to be very admirable in you. Let me pull one more for that. Okay, so the change card is coming up. So they also like the fact that you are someone who is predictable, and it's not in a bad way. I just feel like you are someone who, once you have your person, that's it. Like you're good, and you're going to remain with that person, and they can really rely on you or depend on you, if that makes sense. Oh my God, I'm channeling too many messages. I'm like getting tongue tied. But yeah, they like the fact that you are just very predictable, reliable, and dependable. It brings a sense of safety and stability into the relationship. You're not like up and down. Like one day you're in love, the next day you're wandering off with the next person. Like, no, they know that they can count on you. They know that you are a stable force in their life. You know, they don't ever have to worry about you like disappointing them. Like they don't have to worry about any major disappointments. So the next two cards are the blockages, like what's blocking you from manifesting this person into your life right now. So we have the Page of Cups in reverse, and we have the Journey card. So with the Page of Cups being here in reverse, what's blocking you, I'm hearing, is that there's something that you wish for in life that you're not going after. Because I feel like once you actually go after whatever this thing is, your energy aligns with this person, and that's when you end up meeting them. So that's what's blocking you. I'm not sure exactly what this is. This could be different things for different people. This could be like a career that you're not going after. It's something here that you wish for, and you'll know what I'm talking about because as soon as I say it, it'll come to mind. Whatever came to mind first when you heard this is what I'm talking about. There's something that you wish for and your heart desires it, but you're not going after it. You're not taking the steps to go after it. Because it's like, let me pull one more card for that. I feel like you may be afraid to go after it. It may be like afraid to step outside of your comfort zone, something along those lines. But it's like you can't really meet this person until you go after this wish, because that's when your energies align. So you're going to have to step outside of your comfort zone and go after this wish. And when you do, it's like I said, your vibrational frequency changes and you actually end up running right into this person, is what I'm seeing here. The Journey card is here in reverse. Yep, just like I said, it's like it's something that you wish for. It's something that you're going to have to put energy and effort into long term. I'm seeing like long-term energy and effort. And once you do that, you're going to run right into this person, is what I'm seeing here. So in the extended video, we are going to look at how to clear this blockage. We're going to look in depth of how to manifest this person into your life more easily. Because when it comes to your divine partner, it's not a matter of like there's a specific time you're going to meet them. It's not like, oh, you have to wait 5 years, you have to wait 10 years. No, it's all about the energy. And when you align with the energy, you bring that person in. So, you know, you can bring them in sooner rather than later if you are able to balance your energy and able to get on a certain frequency. So in the extended video, we're going to look at how to clear this blockage and how to manifest them into your life more easily. So yeah, the link to the extended video will be in the description box down below. Thank you guys for listening. I hope that this was helpful, and I will see you in the extended video. Bye. Okay, group 2, let's go ahead and dive into your reading. So we're going to start with who your divine partner is, like what their personality is like. So we have the World card and we have the Community card. All right, so with the World card being here, I'm seeing that your divine partner is somebody who's been through a lot in life. Like they've just experienced a lot of hardships, a lot of challenges, and because of that, they are just a very strong person, a very wise person, a very knowledgeable person. I am also seeing here that they could be very financially well off, is what I'm seeing here. Like they could have had to overcome a lot of like financial difficulties and financial hardships, and now they can be very like financially stable. Well, actually, I'm hearing that it goes kind of past financial stability. I feel like I'm feeling financial abundance in this card. I am also seeing here that even though they've been through so much, they've still managed to keep their kind heart. They're still able to be very emotionally expressive. They're still able to be very vulnerable. So even though they've been through things that could have turned them cold, they didn't. They didn't turn cold. Their heart is still very much open. They're still very much connected to their heart space, and they will be able to be emotionally expressive with you, emotionally available with you, is what I'm seeing. This person does have some sort of specific talent, which doesn't really shock me because when I hear financial abundance, I do usually think that someone has like a talent or a skill that other people don't have. And that's why they're able to charge so much money for whatever their skill is or their talent is. But yeah, there's like a specific talent that this person has, and it's going to be different for different people. This could be like, I'm hearing they could be a musician of some sort. It could be some sort of creative talent, but again, there's so many people that are going to watch this video, it's going to be hard to get specific. But yeah, definitely someone who's very skilled or talented in a specific area, and they get paid a lot of money for it. With the community card being here, I do feel like this person is very big on family and very big on friendships. So, they're the type of person that there's going to be a lot of people around for holidays. There's going to be a lot of people around for like dinner parties and things of that sort. They have a very positive community around them, is what I'm seeing. And of course, you're going to be integrated into that community. So they are going to love you the same way that they love this person, and you're going to fit right in, is what I'm hearing. This could also be that this person has a very large online following, is what I'm hearing. Like a lot of people online, like knowing them or looking up to them, something along those lines. But yeah, overall, I just feel like they're just very big on family. They're very big on community. They're very big on, keeping that close-knit group. Like they know the value of that, is what I'm seeing. So it's definitely very pleasant energy because, like I said, I feel like you are going to fit right in with their community, and their community is going to love you just like they love this person. So moving on to what your relationship will be like. So we have the Emperor card and we have the Despair card. So with the Emperor card being here, this person is definitely a very protective type of energy. Like no one is ever going to be able to mess with you, bother you, or hurt you. Like this person is definitely your protector through and through. Like they don't play about you at all, is what I'm seeing. With the Despair card being here, it's like when you're in a vulnerable state, that's when they become the most protective over you. So you are just going to feel so just safe when you're around them, especially when you are hurting. Like, because there's two different types of safeties, right? There's someone who physically keeps you safe, meaning that, if you're out and about and someone bothers you, like that person is willing to like step in and fight the person, right? It's like physical protection. But then there's also an emotional aspect of it as well, where if you are feeling hurt by something, they're never going to make you feel unsafe by dismissing your feelings, by gaslighting you, by deflecting. Like they would never, ever do that to you. They would stay emotionally present with you. They will communicate with you. Like you will just feel like you have an emotionally safe space. So they protect you physically and they protect you emotionally as well. So it is beautiful energy that I'm feeling here because you usually see or usually hear about, oh yeah, this person is very protective of me physically, but sometimes people overlook how important emotional safety is as well. And that is what you are feeling with this person. It's just a sense of safety. When you are down, you know that they're right there to shield you, is what I'm seeing here. I'm going to pull one more for that. Yeah, I see you working through a lot of issues and problems together. It's like in the past, you may have been involved in relationships or even like friendships or connections with family members where if there was an issue, it would get swept under the rug, or you would try to confront the person, but, they didn't want to cooperate with you. It's like with this person, it's the opposite of that. When you have an issue, you go to them and they are very committed to working it out with you, to working through it, to finding a good solution for you both, rather than leaving the argument with one of you feeling invalidated. It's like you are always going to feel validated with whatever issues you may have or whatever issues you might come to them with, and vice versa, of course. So you're very good at problem solving with each other and very good at communicating with each other. With the bad health card being here, again, I just feel like there's like this message coming through. It's like being stressed that whatever hardship you're going through, they are going to be right there. Like they will never abandon you. They will never make you feel like a burden because of whatever it is that you go through. And I've heard horror stories, right? I've heard people like, like on Quora or on Reddit, like, oh, I got really sick in the hospital and, you know, my partner left me because they didn't want to deal with it. Like that sort of thing. Like your divine partner is the opposite of that. They will always stand by you. They will always make sure you're good. They will always protect you, especially when you're at your lowest. That's when they step up the most, is when you're at your lowest. You know, so you could really be used to the opposite of that, and you're finally going to get that with this person. I also do feel like this might sound a little weird, but I feel like your health improves being with this person. I don't know what the science behind that is. I'm sure there is some science behind being in a healthy relationship and your physical health improving. I'm sure there's science behind it. I just don't know the science off the top of my head. But I know that when you're in a toxic relationship, how much it breaks your body down and how much like your immune system is compromised because of the stress. So it makes sense that the opposite of that, a healthy relationship, can be very healing for you. And that's what I'm seeing here. Like even your physical health improves being with this person and vice versa. Their physical health improves being with you as well. Okay, so now we're going to look at what they love most about you. We have the Four of Swords card in the reverse and the Adjudication card. So this is going to sound a little weird. Well, I don't know, maybe not. But you know how sometimes people could say that being an overthinker can be a bad thing. Like they'll tell you stop overthinking so much. You might be one of those people that overthinks a lot, and they actually love this about you. They love the way that your mind works. They love that you're able to deep dive into everything. They love that you're constantly thinking out of the box. And like I said, other people might treat that like it's something wrong with that. Like, oh, you overthink too much, or it's not that deep. Stop making everything that deep. Like this person appreciates your depth. They appreciate that you make everything that deep. They appreciate that you watch shows and you psychoanalyze the characters. You try to guess the characters' zodiac signs, like things like that. They enjoy that about you. They love that about you. With the Adjudication card being here in the reverse, I feel like they also love the fact that you're very good at problem solving with each other. I think you might be, okay, I'm hearing that you might be a little bit better at it than they are. So it's almost like you teach them a bit. I'm trying to figure out the best way to say this, because this isn't one of those things where I'm saying, oh, this person comes in as like a poor communicator. You have to fight and teach them how to communicate at your own expense. No, I just think that you might have had more experience with like problem solving in terms of like relationships, and you help them to kind of get there as well. It's not at your expense though. I'm just trying to be very careful about what I say, because you know, the last thing we need is those relationships where this person comes in and it's like a whole project and they grow as a person, quote unquote, at your expense. It's definitely not anything like that. I just think that they admire your ability to communicate so well and to problem solve in a way that they are not used to. Like maybe in the past, they've had people who swept everything under the rug whenever there was an issue. Or I'm actually hearing that they could have had a partner in the past that whenever the partner was upset, they would just kind of give them the silent treatment, and your person would be like, what's wrong? Like, can we talk about it? And the person just would, you know, their person that they were with would just be like, no, nothing's wrong. And kind of just give them the cold shoulder. So they're used to that sort of treatment. With you, they like how expressive you are. They like how when something's bothering you, you don't give them the cold shoulder. You go and you communicate it with them. Like they really appreciate that. And so like the communication overall is just something that they really love and admire about you. And I'm hearing that they're just thankful that they don't have to put up with what they had to put up with in the past. Because I am hearing that, yeah, in the past, the people who were just dismissive of them and things like that, it really was hurtful to them. It was really stressful trying to constantly figure out what was wrong with the person instead of the person just communicating. So they appreciate that you don't put them through that. I also am hearing that, I'm hearing something, this could be like for a smaller group of you, but I'm hearing that this person, in the past, they've also dealt with people who involved a lot of outside people in their business or in their relationship. And so they had a lot of like people who were meddling in their relationship. So they appreciate the fact that you don't do that. You go directly to them and talk to them about the issues. You don't try to run to everybody outside and talk to everybody else except them and then have those people meddling in your relationship. You see? Yeah, it's just, yeah, the communication. They appreciate it a lot. So we're going to look at now what's blocking you from manifesting this person into your life. So we have the Six of Cups here in reverse, and we have the main female card. So, excuse me, with the main female card being here and the Six of Cups, immediately it's something about your past, specifically about your childhood. Inner childhood wounds is what I'm hearing with the Six of Cups. And with the main female card being here, there's something here about you not feeling safe. You feeling guarded because of things that you've experienced in the past. And again, I feel like this specifically is talking about childhood trauma, childhood wounds. But this could also just be just in your past at times when you were the most vulnerable, people hurting you at those times. So this could incorporate your childhood, which obviously is when we're most vulnerable, but it could also incorporate your past relationships where you've been in love and you've been so vulnerable and something has happened to where you get hurt extremely deeply. So now you have like a guard up or a wall up. Or these situations could have even changed the way that you view relationships, or could even have changed the way that you view yourself. Maybe it put you in a position where you don't see yourself as lovable, or you don't see yourself as deserving of love. Or maybe, like I said, it could change the way you see other people. Like maybe you're just not that trusting of people overall. And you could have like I said, a bit of a wall up. And I feel like these things are going to block your divine partner from coming in. So there's definitely some healing that needs to be done around these childhood wounds, or around these wounds that took place in your past relationships, for sure, is what I'm seeing here. So we are going to continue this in the extended reading. In the extended, we're going to dive deeper into these blockages and talk about exactly what you need to do to clear these blockages in order for you to manifest this person into your life. Because the sooner you clear these blockages, the sooner you will be able to bring this person in. So yeah, we're going to finish this in the extended video. The link to that will be in the description box. Make sure that you click pile number 2, extended video. And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope that this was helpful, and I will see you in the extended reading. Bye. Okay, group 3, so let's go ahead and dive into your reading. So we're going to start with your divine partner's personality. So we have the Two of Wands coming out, and then we have the Courtship card. So I feel like your divine partner, there's someone who is very intelligent, is what I'm hearing. There's someone who is very like book smart, like they've read a lot. They're very knowledgeable, very well educated. I just feel like this is someone who likes to just read for fun, or likes to really broaden their horizons, expand their mind through knowledge. I am also seeing here that this is someone who might enjoy traveling a lot. So it's like they are expansive in more than one way. Like I said, they like to expand their mind through like books, information, knowledge, things of that sort, but they like to also expand their mind through travel. They like to broaden their horizons pretty much in more ways than one. I am also seeing here that this might be someone who actually is from a different country. This could be someone who's like from a foreign country, has like a different background from you. You could even meet this person while you're traveling, possibly, is what I'm hearing. That's not going to apply to all of you, but just some of you. With the Courtship card being here in the reverse, I do feel like this is the type of person that does not date around. Like there's someone who, once they are dating one person that they're really interested in, they don't really go wandering and searching elsewhere. Like they are fully aware when they meet you that you're the person that they want to invest in. I'm not saying that they jump into relationships quickly. I'm not saying that they get attached quickly, because I'm not seeing that at all. I'm actually seeing that it takes them a certain amount of time to actually reach that point of attachment, because of the fact that they are so, like I said, expansive. Like they have so much going on in their life. Their life is so fulfilling to them that they don't feel the need to quickly get attached to someone in order to feel fulfilled. But I feel like when they meet you, they feel like, I know that this is the person that I want to invest my energy and time into. But again, it won't be a relationship that's rushed or like jumped into in an unhealthy way. You're still going to get to know each other, gradually, and build slowly but surely so that the relationship remains healthy. I am also seeing here that This person could be really into clothing. I'm hearing that there's something specific about the way that they dress that stands out to people. Like I'm seeing them getting a lot of compliments about what they wear. Again, if this is someone who is from like a foreign country, or like they have like a foreign background, it could be that they wear like traditional clothing from their culture that a lot of people seem to notice and compliment, is what I'm hearing. And again, that's not going to apply to all of you. I feel like that's a specific message, but that is definitely coming through here. I want to pull one more card for this. The gift card is coming out. Okay, so this person is definitely really talented. They have some sort of specific gift or talent that they are known for. I am also seeing here that this person is very optimistic. Like they are someone who believes that there's no such thing as a dream that's too big. And I do feel like that is a part of their like expansive mindset. Like I said, their mind is just very expansive. They're always trying to grow. They're always trying to elevate. They're always trying to obtain new knowledge, new wisdom. And I feel like with that trait, like with them having that trait, it comes along with a certain level of optimism where they feel like no dream is too big or no goal is too big. So I feel like people could come to them for encouragement, or like look to them for encouragement when it comes to their goals, their dreams, and things of that sort. And I feel like you also would come to them for that as well. Like if you have some sort of big dream or big goal, they're the person that you go to and, you know, you talk about how discouraged you feel, and they're going to be the ones to give you like a pep talk and motivate you in order for you to, you know, continue to stay on your path. I also am hearing Christmas for some reason. Like I'm specifically hearing the word Christmas, and I'm seeing red and green. So I feel like this person might be big on Christmas. That might be their favorite holiday. Excuse me, some of you might resonate with that message, and maybe that's your favorite holiday as well. Or maybe Christmases in the past for you have not been that great because maybe you are like estranged. You have a estranged family, or what is the, y'all know whenever I channel, I start forgetting English. Oh my God. You might be estranged from your family, or you might have estranged family. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Listen, it's the retrograde and I'm channeling. You might be away from your family, or you might not be close to your family. Might have like cut ties with family, or maybe your family's just not that close knit. So Christmas is maybe something that you've always wanted to have, like a loving, like joyous Christmas. And I feel like this person is really big on that. So if you've always wanted that, I feel like you would definitely have that with this person. I do also feel like they are just someone who's just really big on giving thoughtful gifts, like, which does not, it doesn't surprise me at all that this will be a thoughtful gift giver, because like I said, they're always, I wish I could like really articulate what my guides are showing me. Like this person is always trying to expand their minds. Like I feel like I'm not even articulating it well enough. Like they are constantly researching. They constantly are like diving deep into like psychology, philosophy, things like that. So there's someone who thinks beneath the surface. They're a very deep thinker. They're a very out of the box type thinker. So it doesn't shock me that there's someone who would understand you on a deeper level, and they will be able to give you gifts that really reflect that, like truly thoughtful gifts that other people would never think to get you, is what I'm seeing here. Okay, so that's their personality. Let's move on to your actual relationship. So we have the Six of Swords in the reverse and the Imprisonment card. So what I'm hearing is that this relationship is going to help you to break free from so many shackles, is what I'm hearing. Like things that have weighed on you for so long, this relationship is going to help you to completely break free from them. And I know that, you know, when it comes to your healing journey or like the self-love journey and things like that, people will often say like, oh, it's no one's job to heal you. Don't expect your partner to heal you and things of that sort. And I feel like what they're trying to say is to not leave all of your healing work to a relationship, to not get into a relationship and assume that it's just going to fix all of your problems, because there's just a plethora of problems that can come along with that mindset. So I don't feel like that's what's happening here in this relationship. I don't feel like you're going into this relationship and expecting to, 100% for them to heal you. I think that you are doing your healing work on your own, but I do feel like there's a certain level of healing that can take place from being unconditionally loved by someone. There's only so much self-love, we can give ourselves. We as human beings, we crave love externally. So like I said, I don't think that this is a case of codependency or anything where it's like, oh, I expect this person to heal me and my healing centers around them. But I do think that because this person loves you unconditionally and gives you a safe space, that there is a certain level of healing that takes place within this connection. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, there's just a lot of love here. There's a lot of safety that's here. And there's a lot of your mind and your just your sense of reality kind of shifting with this person is what I'm hearing, because you could be very used to people being a certain way, or you could be very used to a certain reality where, maybe people are not loving, where people are very dismissive, where people are not a safe space. And it's like there's a major reality shift because this person is safe, this person is loving, this person is compassionate, and this person does love you unconditionally. So there's definitely a shift in reality where you are going to be able to feel safe, and that in itself is extremely healing, is what I'm seeing here. I do see that whenever there are issues, it's very open communication between you two where you feel safe enough to communicate because again, that you're not going to be dismissed. That you're not going to be invalidated. So it's just, I hope that I'm explaining this well enough because it's a beautiful energy. I'm really trying to translate how beautiful this energy is into words, but my guides are giving it to me like a feeling. It just feels like that, like relief, like a sigh of relief. Like I can finally relax. I can finally feel safe. I don't have to have my guard up all the time. I don't have to fight through this life alone. I have somebody that's here fighting right beside me. So yeah, it's beautiful energy is what I'm seeing. I'm gonna pull one more. I am seeing the number 11 as well. So this may not apply to all of you, but for some of you, this relationship could be a bit public. It's hard to say on what scale that would be, because this could be really public, a lot of you're very well known with each other, or this could just be even social media public, meaning that you share a lot of your good times on social media, and a lot of people really acknowledge or admire your connection, and it's you're an example for other people of what healthy love is supposed to look like. So that's what I'm seeing there. Now we're going to look at what they love most about you. Okay, so with the marriage card being here, they love how loyal of a person you are. They love how committed you are. They feel like they can trust you wholeheartedly. They feel like they can trust you with their life. They really, really trust you in a way that they normally would not experience with other people. I feel like this person could be really self-sufficient and self-reliant, and it's they finally found someone, you, who they can actually depend on and they can actually rely on. So it's very it's a relief, a relieving sort of feeling that they know for 100% that they can always count on you and that you're always going to be right there by their side. With the King of Swords being here as well, I feel like you could be someone who's very opinionated. This may not apply to all of you because I'm getting kind of a mixed message, but I'm hearing opinionated. They might like the fact that you are very open and expressive when it comes to your opinions, when it comes to your emotions. You don't hold anything back. You don't, shut yourself down. You're just very open and expressive. And if you're thinking to yourself, I'm definitely not like that, you could become like that in this relationship because you feel safe to do so, But yeah, I feel like they like the fact that they don't have to read your mind, that you will communicate what you want or what you need. It's not one of those things where something's bothering you and it's clear that something's bothering you and they're asking what's wrong with you, and you're like, nothing, just nothing. You know how that, we've all done that, we've all been there. But I feel like they don't like that type of energy because I feel like they've experienced that possibly in the past where they've been made to feel like they have to be a mind reader, or they have to force someone to communicate with them. or they have to beg someone to communicate with them. And I feel like with you, it's not that way. Like, you're very open and expressive, and you communicate very well. I do feel like they also admire your intelligence as well, with the King of Swords being here, but you are not the type of person that uses your intelligence to put other people down. There's not an arrogance that comes with your intelligence. I feel like your intelligence is something that you use as a form of connection to people, not as a way of putting yourself above people, if that makes sense. So next we're going to look at your blockage, like what's blocking you from this connection. So we have the Hierophant card here, and we have the Message card as well. So with the Hierophant card being here, this is about tradition that's blocking you from this connection. And what I'm hearing by tradition, I mean how you've been programmed to see connections, or I'm trying to figure out the best way to explain this. It's like your idea of what a relationship is, or what love is. You might want to think about that and think about where your definition of love has come from, because it could be a bit distorted. For example, growing up, I would say that my definition of love, and this is trippy to even think about because I'm 30 years old and I'm just now realizing that I don't think I've ever experienced love before. And I don't, like, you'll see what I mean when I explain. Basically, when I was growing up, my definition of love, without me even realizing it, was finding the most emotionally unavailable person and getting them to open up to me and getting them to give me some type of attention and validation. I was not doing this intentionally, but it was my programming because of what I had experienced when I was younger, having emotionally unavailable parents and things of that sort. So it was programmed in me that that's what love is, finding an emotionally unavailable person, getting them to open up to you, and boom, now you feel like you're in love. But that's not what love is supposed to be. That's not what love is whatsoever. So at 30 years old, I'm just now realizing and reprogramming what love is supposed to be outside of, getting validation from an emotionally unavailable person. So that's what I'm seeing for you. It's like you may need to think about what love is to you. There's some people who love to them is finding a person who already has a spouse and taking that person away from their spouse, because that's what it feels like to be in love to them. It's like our perception of love can be so warped and it can be so distorted without us even noticing or realizing, because it's been programmed into us, at a very young age, or like very early on in life. And it can even be programmed to us based on what we see around us. Like if you've grown up around nothing but dysfunctional relationships, that could feel like, okay, this is what love is supposed to be like. This is what relationships are just supposed to be like, And so there needs to be a reassessment of what love is to you, because until that becomes clear, it's going to be difficult to manifest this person into your life, because this person is a healthy embodiment of love. Like your relationship with them is a healthy embodiment of love. So if your definition of love does not match the energy that's going on here with your divine partner, it's going to be hard to manifest them into your life. So we're going to finish this in the extended video. In the extended, we're going to dive deeper into how to clear this blockage in order for you to manifest this person into your life more easily and more quickly. And I'm just going to pull more cards overall to help you manifest this person, because there's no set time for you to manifest your divine partner. It's not like, oh, you have to meet them in 5 years, or there's like a destined date that you're going to meet them. It's really all about lining up with the energy in order to manifest them into your life. So that can happen sooner rather than later. So we're going to pull cards to see, what you can do in order to shift your energy and manifest them into your life sooner. So the link to the extended will be in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you over in the extended. Bye.